Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today's taking flights in the Airbus A320neo in FlyByWire, in American Airlines colours, FlyByWire A320neo in American Airlines colours on a flight from here in New Orleans, Louis Armstrong Airport to... Sorry, Louis Armstrong Airport? I must admit, I just don't know. New Orleans, Armstrong New Orleans Airports to Dallas Fort Worth in Texas. So, an hour and a half or so flight time today. The IVAO XA division, so IVAO US, they're hosting their Mardi Gras event, which basically throws in a whole bunch of A to down into the south of the US, covering a lot of Houston. And yeah, so a lot of Texas is covered, a lot of kind of southeastern United States is covered, and so quite a bit of traffic also to enjoy as well. So we currently stand at New Orleans. Yeah, it's Louis Armstrong Airport, New Orleans. So a couple of American outbounds. We're American 2257. So an hour and a half or so flight time today. Nice simple flight plan. Hopefully should be a pretty good flight. And as always, nice to see the US with a little bit of traffic going on. Ooh, that's some new comments. Well, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy the streamer exploring. Sorry to enjoy that quickly. Too much AT for chill flights. It's nice to, like I say, the US and IVAO, well, compared to that sim, isn't quite up there, but I mean the IVAO XA division is still really getting strong to kind of get some sort of AT going on in the continents, and I must say the US slowly growing on IVAO, slowly but surely. So definitely spend some more time in this area as well, hopefully in upcoming streams. So we've got everything from delivery to tower to approach to centre online right now, so we're speaking to pretty much everyone on the way out. Oh, should be a very good flight today, so jump on cockpit, steady aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our departure, like it's American Airlines today. It's been a while since I flew to American. Last time I flew was, I think it was to Tampa, I think it was. This was a long time ago, back when Simulator had just released. So 3 edits to nav, cross supply sets, army emergency lights. Apologies if my sound sounds a little bit, my voice sounds a little bit off. Got a little bit of a, well, not in the best of health, I guess, but not COVID. Have done a few tests, nothing coming out positive just yet. No smoking set on, seatbelt stays off now to fill the aircraft up. Nav lights come on, strobes automatic, and that will do for the overhead panel. Was this Flight Simulator? Omar, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Whew, that's an American Cup. Welcome, Paul, how are you doing? Welcome, Mitsu, welcome, Terminator. Flight time today is about 98 minutes. Yes, I know, if you're on a Flybus, just log on to IVAO and spawn yourself in at New Orleans. Anyone wants to join us? If you want to join us on a US flight with a bit of ATC, definitely worth the flight today. Definitely worth the flight. Weather, a little bit cloudy on the way out, as you can see. Got a pretty good cover on the way out. The arrival should be a little bit clearer for us, but we'll see how the weather goes based on our meter later on. Right, start with the fuel in the aircraft first. So fuel requirement is 6126 kilos. So 6126, we say 6200. That's about 4 minutes to fuel up. Going to go to the FMGC, clear the position as I lost. Right, departure. So we're departing from Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee and arriving at Kilo Delta Foxtrot Whiskey, Kilo Dallas Fort Worth. We will align our RS, it'll take a couple of minutes. Hopefully. I'm glad you've done a lot through me, sir, Stephen. Always appreciate the kind words. I'm glad you've, well, hopefully, you're enjoying flight sims now, dude, so keep at it. Do keep at it. Alright, spam the press the button, doesn't seem to work. Flight on today. Now, as I'm told, the AA bit at the top there is incorrect. You actually put in your call sign in your flight number bit, so fair enough, doing it wrong the entire time, because that call sign, well, the flight number there is what the controller will see, which links to your flight number, links to your call sign, not your flight number. So call sign is just the Airbus term for it. In reality, actually, your call sign there. So our flight number is AAL American 2257. So I'll be sure next one in my tutorials of FlyByWire, be sure to correct that. Costing today is going to be 8. We're cruising altitude at flight level 360. Go through the ATSU AOC menu. We'll send the weather first, so request the weather, send that, make a return, go through waiting balance, pull the weight balance from SimBrief, and boarding can commence. Go to our received messages, nothing received just yet. wait for the upper recam to show connected. There we go, connected received. Pull the meter, print that out, and just stick on our dashboard to our right. Oh yeah, great sky tonight, Dean. So it's just quite a bumpy old departure tonight. There's the menu, start a flight, and board a PACX at the same time. So flying from New Orleans to Fort Worth, American 2257, 30,000 cruise. Flight time, hour and 20 minutes. Departure in approximately 22 minutes. Flying A320neo. Passenger counts, not a busy flight tonight. Passenger count of 151. There is Wi-Fi, no entertainment. I believe there is American Airlines boarding music. Yes, there is. And American Airlines safety briefing. Do get snacks. Do get meal service. You get all the frills of American. And there you have it. It's good to go. What's our parking? Don't know. So our parking. Just wait for the flights onto SimBrief. So we are stand Alpha 3 right now. We're stand Alpha 3. One of the DFP planes, A340, the FlyByWire, the towless one, definitely worth the purchase. Towless aircraft are very, very good. If you're looking for an A340, then you can do a lot worse than that. FlyByWire 340, worth the purchase. Right, flight plan. So start off our flight plan today, which is going to be Alpha Echo X-ray AEX. From there we fly direct to Peanuts. What's up, Nutty? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. I'm chat tab today, dude. How are you? Peanuts. We fly then. Oh, that's it. Flight plan complete. So New Orleans, Alpha X-ray Kilo. Sorry, Alpha Echo X-ray. Peanuts, and then selecting the Whiny 4 approach into Dallas Fort Worth, so not a bad bit of flying there. They're still working on the 380, Dean. There's no really giving up on the 380 just yet, FlyByWire. Don't you worry. There's just a lot of work to go in the airplane, a lot of work. It's a big project, that's. Alright, screw the passengers. Good afternoon. This is American Airlines flight 2257 from New Orleans to Dallas Fort Worth. Flight to stay, an hour and 20 minutes. Thanks for choosing American today. We know you've got plenty of choice for your carriers, and therefore we thank you for picking us. We will depart very shortly, hoping to depart in the next 20 minutes or so. Hopefully also get ourselves a few minutes ahead of schedule and land at Dallas before the scheduled time. Any questions, feel free to come on board, or just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flights. Thank you very much. Right, so PACX is being a lot better now with its voice interaction. It's now kind of dragging out the whole way through. Let's do our ATIS now, our meter for departure.
Winds variable at 3 knots. Dew point 11 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 30.26. Overcast layer at 1,600 feet. Temperature 16 degrees Celsius. Winds variable at 3 knots. Dew point 11 degrees.
So, 3026 altimeter, which is equivalent to hectopascals 1025. That for us was information Charlie. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tune over to New Orleans delivery and request our clearance. And because we're in the US, it's now IFR clearance requesting, so which is what I used to do before kind of incorrectly for the whole world. I'm going to take it from there. So, New Orleans delivery 120-925. 120-925. Likewise, I'm testing departure runway 02. Cool. Stand, once again, stand Alpha 3. Good afternoon. Hang on. Good afternoon, New Orleans Tower. This is American 2257 at stand Alpha 3 with information at Charlie requesting IFR copy to Dallas Fort Worth.
American 2257, Roger. Have your flight plan to Dallas to level 36 at Dallas.
Sorry, what did you say there? He's got our flight plans download. Unless I read an American AC setup.
At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath in front of you.
Ah, sorry, yeah, sorry, it's just the spy. He's got another aircraft on the thing. Okay, right, we'll hold it then, and then we'll wait for the full clearance. That makes sense. Yeah, it's about 9-minute flight times today, 80-90 minutes or so.
Items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit,
Yeah, how you doing this evening, dude? Hope you're keeping alright. Hope you're keeping well.
if you're not able to
7 just wanted to sleep. So did I forget 7, did I? Oh yeah, 2257. Not that affects anything anyway, it's 2257. They don't see this number. Oh, the number's in use already anyway, so fair enough, can't even use it. Someone else has already stolen it from me. Go on then. I know I just said 20 seconds ago that it's incorrect for doing it, but... what can I do? 2257, yes.
American 2257, I have a new route for you. Advance ready for copy.
American 2257 is ready to copy.
Roger, American 2257, you are cleared to the Dallas Fort Worth International Airport via radar vectors to the reserve VOR, that's Romeo, Quebec, Romeo. Then to the Alexandria VOR, that's Alpha Echo X-ray, then it's filed. Climb maintain 5000, expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 125.5, 125.5, squawking 2460.
American 2257 is cleared to destination Dallas Fort Worth International, where we will be vectored out to the reserve VOR for X-ray, Alpha Echo X-ray. Then we'll continue as filed. Initial climb to 5,000 feet. We'll expect level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency will be 125.5, and it'll be squawking 2460. Whew.
American 2257, readback is correct. Push and start at your discretion. Contact road 121.9, bye-bye.
Push start will be on our own discretion, and then it's ground on 121.9 for American 2257. Yeah, we're getting a full lot today. Right, 2460. I mean, I must say that clearance is a mouthful to say the least. But no, that's certainly a way out today. Right, pretty much to auto. Make sure that's all set. Has the aircraft filled up? The answer is yes. So we turn on the fuel pumps. Seatbelts on, and APU we can start. Initial climb will be 5,000 feet. 3026 sets. So vectors on departure, Romeo, Quebec, Romeo, and then onto Alpha X-ray, Alpha Echo X-ray. Departure, well, contact grounds then on 121.9. So 121.9, and then tau frequency 125.5 after departure. 125.5 on departure. Cool.
We're ready to go.
We're in contact with Pushback and Charlie 4.
Right, takeoff runway. So to our performance now, and this is all thanks to EasyJets and pilots. We're now having this version of the Flex to win. Yeah, so the update to the there we go. So it's called SimSmart's A320neo calculator. So this is the tool that's been developed alongside EasyJets and pilots. Has been updated now, hopefully to be more accurate to the real world data. So, departing from Kilo Mike, Yankee. Departure runway is runway 02. And that's
November Mike Foxtrot.
yeah, departure runway 02, so it's runway 02. Pull the meter up.
Number 797.
Pull the meter up. Still in testing, so there will be a few bugs like that. Drag conditions, anti-ice will be off. Takeoff weight in tons is going to be 65.9 for 60.
Yeah, but it's runway 02 in Travis.
Sorry, 65.9 is 66. Center of gravity will be normal. takeoff, right. With flaps, config 1 flaps, climb
November, Mike,
sets,
that's negative, it's runway 02 in use, so we'll take left on hotel.
Okay. I noted this wrong.
Okay, Louis Armstrong, New Orleans International, runway 2, got the meet up, 3026, altitude 60 great winds 006 knots, dry off 66, normal, flex, yeah, so using flex temp takeoff, config 1 flaps. Why can we not calculate this? All the good tests. As USA meter is play at the moment, but you now enter manually in settings.
Okay, with 4714, give way to the TBM 90
So it's not released yet, Vishal, it's not released just yet. So, in kilos, thrust reduction 1000 feet, application will use the full runway, no. If meter cannot be obtained automatically, do you want to do this manually? So yeah, no. So when auto fails, let it manually, that's fine.
So with 4714, you can continue on Gulf, the traffic is
Let
going
me
down.
restart the tour, perhaps it needs a bit of a kicking. If not, then second time. Right, so let the splash screen loads. Kilo Mike Yankee, Sierra Yankee, New Orleans runway 2. Yeah, so I think it's okay, you're right. If there's SimPilot, then yeah, unfortunately it can't convert the 2 into an integer number, and therefore it's failing the calculation. We'll need a restart. I think we'll need a restart, I'm afraid. It's struggling, so basically my guess is it's got the number 2 but as a string, which is then visible for me to read as part of the drop down menu, but the tool can't then convert the 2 back into an integer, a number, and therefore sound missing in the calculation, which is may be forcing me to not be able to actually then run it. Try one more time. Enter the meter manually. Okay, so we'll do that manually then. So if I go over to the options, always enter manually, okay. Then we'll start it.
Call you back. I know Mike Foxtrot, cross runway 11, continue on Sierra.
Right, so, KMSY, okay, that's runway 2, still not be able to pull it. In hexapascals, it's
3026. Continue behind the TBM 9, the runway 02.
As an interest 16 centigrade. Winds reporting.
I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see the final numbers.
Who's talking? Oh, it's the new cabin crew from FlyByWire. That's another thing to talk about today. Yes, we'll go to that later. Sorry, I'm thinking, who's talking? No. FlyByWire have added cabin crew and pilots as well. Right, wind, so variable at 3 knots, we'll say 020 at 3. Runway, dry, anti-ice off. Takeoff weight is 66. Normal center gravity, takeoff thrust on the flex, config 1 flaps, climb thrust sets, PACX will be on, and yeah. And that's a bit dead. Sorry dude, unfortunately it's gonna need a bit of an update. Yeah, every time I change the runway, it throws up the cannot change it because it's converting a string, or can't convert a string into an integer, and therefore it's got no runway number and calculates on. I'll drop you the log on Discord. Blooming USA. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back to, where has it gone? Actually, I bet you what I could do is, if I open up the version we had before. So this is the old version you had.
Didn't understood the last current, so you might have to wait about 2 minutes.
Runway 2. Same thing. Okay, sorry dude, but unfortunately you can, yeah, bit incompatible with the US at the moment. We're going to have to go back to TCP for the time being today. Hopefully behind the US, so hopefully within the Europe and elsewhere be able to sort it out. And this could be a one-off occasion. I'm going back to the old tool, so going to have to be in inches. Yeah, it's partially there. No, so we have to wait test my counts to do it that way. So aircraft A320, runway length is New Orleans. Runway length is 10140, but more than 10,000. Really? Oh, sorry, feet. It'd be 3,080. Sorry.
Crossing away 29 for the traffic in front of you.
Elevation, 4 feet. Wing component to be a headwind of 3 knots. Outside temperature 16 centigrade. QNH 1025 when converted. Takeoff weight is that. Flaps 1, anti-ice no. Condition is dry. So flex 57, 146, 146, 148. Easier than clicking over in the US. True. Very, very true indeed. Right, flex 57. That's 1 for takeoff. So it's 146, 146, 148. Like I say, it's still in beta, the SimBrief source, so hopefully one that gets a bit more stable, things will be out for a public release, but as you can see there, it's not nice stable at the moment, still needs a bit of work, but compared to what we've been using in previous flights as well, so we've used it in a couple of flights and trips in the past, it is a really, really good tool. If you enjoyed it, it looks really good, especially pulling the METAR data offline, instead of having to type it in manually, very, very handy indeed. Also, I feel like those numbers are more accurate compared to these ones which you get from the kind of generic calculator for Dance 320 CEO, so fingers crossed, touch wood, it won't take too long for that to get updated. We are going to, so done our performance, we haven't set my takeoff runway yet, so set the departure from runway 02. Could be vets on the way out, so insert that. That is fine. We're going to fly direct to Alpha Echo X-ray when that's given to us. Right, we bring it out of this shortly now, so APP sets, so power comes off. Beacon lights on, that ground we are now active, and we are already got permission to push back on our own accords. So I've got PushbackZoomer, and let's get this aeroplane going, shall we? So we need to push back facing the... Okay, so now I'll contact the ground again. So to our left, so we have one aircraft to our left there, that is... Is that going to be Oscar? I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, Aerologic. Just him behind the trees there, also pushing back. Alright, let's... not us, we are that one. Hello there, New Orleans ground. This is American 2227 sent Alpha 3, ready for push and start.
With service to Texas. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 20 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you
American 2257 New Orleans ground. Good afternoon. Report from the taxi.
fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and
Cool, so we have our own accord. Ground from flight deck.
Good afternoon. Departure checks completed.
cabin crew
Doors
door
and
for
hatches
departure.
closed. Bypass pin inserted. So release the brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
All exits are clearly marked with a sign overhead. If necessary, close.
Yeah, so basically what you listen to there is the FlyByWire cabin announcements. So they've got new cabin announcements for the aircraft. Yeah, just another bit of extra for the sim to enjoy. So we're going to have our own American announcements on the background, but for those who don't have these kind of passenger mods, speaking of which, we need to turning in quite a far
You are
pushback
clear
tonight.
to start the engines now.
Engine to start. So yeah, for those who use don't use like passenger mods, then what you can do is set up the audio tab, where you've now got the passenger announcements, passenger ambience announcements and boarding music. In my case, I'll turn those by Foster to use that on PACX. The ambience, however, pretty good to have in the background. So it just adds more life to the aircraft, more life, more depth, and it does sound really good. FlyByWire airplane getting better and better with every single update. Fingers crossed. Anything up from there? this might actually be a record for me for the longest pushback away from the stand, because this thing goes for miles. Yep, partial also in front of us there. Very good.
If you have a carry-on, push it all the way under the seat in front of you. If it won't fit, place it in the overhead bin. If you have a handheld device, please switch it to airplane mode now.
18.
You'll find our full
Engine available. Engine 1 starts.
US law prohibits.
Also, sorry, comment in the chat there. Sorry, Shads. You're currently on Orleans approach. Good to, well, thanks for that. Copy and dude. I hope to talk to you very soon. So you're currently in New Orleans approach, which you'll get after departure. You'll be the one to vector us out today. Nearly there. Nearly there. Turn facing east.
Okay, let me turn you to an eastern course.
Right, engines. One hope very shortly. Engine available. Ignition comes off. APU off. So what actually will happen? So APU bleed on.
Audio
Turn off
input and
the.
output validated. The recognition confidence was 0.77.
What's that?
The connection to the simulator is
Stop
up and
the
the
pushback.
aircraft is recognized. Okay, tell when the parking brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Perfect. Pins removed. I'm done. Wish you a nice flight.
So with the A320, I believe, if you just press on the turn off the APU master, that should turn the bleed off also at the same time. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it operates. So hopefully, some of that FlyByWire will look into it at some point in the future. Again, SimBrief will be able to confirm that for me, but I'm very sure. That's the only kind of inaccuracy I've noted really from the other panel, in that the APU bleed and the master switch aren't quite linked for the shutdown of the APU. Apart from that, overhead looks grand to me as a non-commercial pilot. Yeah, I do like these guys, FlyByWire. They've done a very, very good job. Even when the Phoenix in aircraft releases, so I'm not going to give up on FlyByWire at all. It's a freeware airplane. I'm going to use it for the rest of the time. Favourite upcoming project, Marco, is probably the PMD G73 at the moment. PMD G73, very excited for that release. American 2057 is ready to taxi.
Now, your seat cushion may be used as a flotation device. Just remove the lower cushion and put your arms...
American 2257, runway 02, taxi via Golf, Sierra, all south of runway 29.
After takeoff, we'll be back with more information. And if you need anything...
American 2257, taxi to runway 02, down Golf onto... sorry, say again for American 2257? So down Golf.
American 2257, runway 02, taxi via Golf, Sierra, all short of runway 29.
Okay, so American 2257, continue, taxi down Golf and Sierra across runway 29 for runway 02. Right, it's going to...
American 2257, negative, all short of runway 29.
Hold short of runway 29 now, American 2257. So my guess is the Delta Airlines that just landed, and therefore they're going to get that airplane out of the way first before I can then continue my own taxi. That's fine. Got checks, elevators are active, ailerons are active, rudder is active, spoilers up, spoilers down, cool, parking brake is released, increase throttle,
We're prepared for takeoff.
let's get going. Bleed air off, the APU off, the veil stays lit. Yeah, so available stays lit for a little while because it needs to then shut down the APU as well. So bleed off, the APU will off. So I'm using a freeware mod for New Orleans. Dallas Fort Worth should be the default scenery with the US update to bring that one to life. But yeah, so I'm using a freeware mod for New Orleans. Just doesn't use any like custom buildings and things like that, but it does add the North Terminal and just makes the airport a little bit nicer to look at. Taxi down Golf, make a right onto Sierra, and hold short, runway 29. Let the Delta 76 cross paths with us, crashing next to Delta 777, 777-200. Brake sets to max, signs are set, cabin check. Spoilers armed, flaps take off position, take off big test, take off the normal, yeah, good to go. On 320 it stands, they're also flying to, well, they're flying to Atlanta, Delta 277. Ah, so they're going to the north terminal of the Delta, very good. Now this here is a real taxiway, not going to the middle of no man's land just yet. A right hand turn, and that brings us on to Sierra. Oh, so the pre-tape checklist is much longer than that, just the orange. Much longer than that, that's kind of just the abridged important stuff.
2257, cross runway 29, continue on Sierra.
Cross runway 29 and continue on Sierra for American 257. Yeah, so real pre-tape checks are a lot more abridged than, well, a lot more steps to it than that. That's just the abridged version for the sake of ensuring that the important bit's done. Yes, taxi lights should be turned on. So I keep forgetting either the taxi lights or the landing lights or the beacon lights. I always get one set of lights in every single one of my streams. One day I'll get there. Right, let's cross 29. All mods I use TC are in the description. Whenever I stream, all mods I always put in the description. Apart from some freewares, I must be a bit naughty to not promote those, but all mods I use generally go down to the description. Right, so we're going to be behind the 777 departure, which presumably means we're going to be held on the ground for a couple of minutes due to wake turbulence requirements.
American 2257 over the tower, 19.5 here.
Contact tower on 119.5 for American 2257. Thank you very much. The world of Microsoft Flight Sim model matching. Airplanes can be floating a few centimeters off the ground, and we count it as being on the ground. Right, off to 195. Get on to that. Yeah, alright, I'm sure this is a 777. It's definitely 777 this body. Oh, this is 967, I'm just playing dum-dum. Hang on. No, I think... Is this... I'm sure it's... Is that 777? I'm getting myself confused. I look at the IVAO. He's a Monster 772. Oh, that's been crazy. I'm very sure that's... I'm going crazy. Hang on, November 852 November Whiskey. It's an A330. Delta runs A330. I'm going crazy. So my guess is he's got a 777 in Flight Sim, whichever one he's on. As it tells you, not on this occasion doesn't, but he's more matched with an A330, given that's what Delta Airlines operates. One day. Right, run up to the whole short marker, and that's at the home position. Sorry, I took Airbus out of the equation now, I'm thinking, it's like this was Boeing, surely it's a Boeing.
57, line for weight, runway 2, ensure squawking low Charlie.
American 2257, line for weight, runway 2, and we'll ensure squawking mode Charlie. Right, just wander to on. Landing lights on. Cabin crew, seats for departure, please.
November 75 Sierra Bravo, contact approach now 125.5.
Right. So we can wait a few moments. So I believe it's 2 minutes for the A330/767/737. So hold position, wait for turn the sky down, and then we shall be on takeoff clearance.
American 2257, flag runway heading, wind 030 at 6 knots, runway 2, clear for takeoff.
There we go. Clear for takeoff, runway 2, American 2257, flag runway heading. Flight attendant's mod, then Colnick is a PACX, CF dozen PACX. Right, takeoff. SRS runway, Manflex 57, auto thrust blue, throttle set. 80 knots. 100. 20. V1 rotates. So rates gear up. Flight director, so nice and strong. 18 green pitch climb. Keep the aircraft on the green crosshairs there.
American 2257, contact departure now 125.5.
Contact departure on 125.5 for American 2257. Thank you very much. Hello there, new news departure, American 2257, passing it through 2,000 feet. To climb.
American 2257, New Orleans approach, radar contact 2,000 feet, climb maintain flight level 180, and turn left heading 280.
280. American 27, climb to level 180, left heading 280. Yeah, these clouds are not on our side today. Flaps are up. And yeah, I think they're the right kind of clouds to keep your frame rate a little bit. Well done there, aeroplane. Oh, speed, sorry, if your speed are really low at the moment. Well done that. 18,280.
American 2257, fly direct, reserve VOR.
Fly direct, reserve VOR, American 2257. So it's Romeo, Quebec, Romeo. There's that. Insert that. What's pilot said? Nah. Ah, there we go. Ooh, now we're out of the clouds. Ain't that pretty? Also, ain't that really bright today? I'm sure the brightness has gone way up. Loving the weather today, the clouds. Gorgeous up here. Absolutely gorgeous.
New Orleans approach, good evening. United Airlines 5 Delta with fuel information, Bravo on board.
Reset the spoilers.
Yeah, the 5 Delta, descend and maintain 5,000 feet, turn left heading 115.
Love these clouds today. Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, descend 5,000, left 115.
No worries, Laney. You take care, dude. Do enjoy your final manhunt. Right, passing through 10,000 feet.
Gentlemen, we are now passing through
The
10,000
lights
feet.
off.
You can now turn on your larger portable
And retracted.
As a reminder,
No cloud mods, German. This is cloud sets to the ultra settings in Microsoft Flight Sim. This is ultra clouds. That'll be as good as you're going to get these, but I must say the weather, especially for today, absolutely stunning. You know, they'll Photoshop because I need to crop the on-screen shots because they've been too monitor setup. Again, if anyone knows how to set like a single monitor screenshot in flights in Windows, it'd be fantastic. It's like you press Control something, but I've never been able to do it. It's always failed for me. So, any hints and tricks on that?
2257. You can contact Houston Center on 3515. Say hello to the stream from me.
Contact Houston on. Sorry, why not on my frequency lists? Contact Houston on 3615 American 2257. Thank you very much and take care. Cheers, dude. Appreciated. Bye bye. 136150. Good voice service ping to life.
There we go. At Austin. Southwest 57, 9 November, standby, please. Southwest 57, 9 November, runway 35 left, taxi via Golf 3, Charlie, Tango, Charlie, Zulu, Squawk Charlie.
Clearance the aircraft there. Taxi to the aircraft there, and then we can get ourselves squeezed in.
Charlie, hold 20 runway 36 left, and then 14 mode, Charlie, Southwest 57 Mike November.
Come on, let's speak. Too much JTC chatter.
FedEx 791, heavy radar contact, sir. Welcome to Houston Center. Continue as file. Can I maintain a flight level 360? Please set the squawk. 2121, FedEx 791.
Let's speak, please. Hello there, Houston. This is American 2257 at level 180 on heading 270.
American 2257, identified, continue as file. Can I maintain flight level 360?
Continuous filed and plans to maintain at level 360 American 2257. Right, up to 36,000 feet cruising, and we are going to set over to standard altimeter, passing through 18,000 feet. American ATC, definitely one you need to get your mind around, but it is a lot of fun out here. I'll say, if I ever went back into that sim, then it's something I'll do a lot more in the future. Until then, IVAO events, which I have to do for now. Right, seatbelts off. Let's give our passions their freedoms back. Get the screenshots over to the old Volanta. Packs in a wee. Windows key and Alt key. So Windows Alt print screen. I'm sure this is like a single monitor screenshot button, but it doesn't actually do anything for me. It's just strange. So so Windows key, or Shift Windows key print screen. That does not. No, unfortunately, that's not the solution for me. I'm gonna have to try and find an alternative, I guess. It's not terrible. I mean, this method's not terrible. You just have to go through Photoshop and crop everything, which takes a bit of time, especially when I'm on like more critical stages of flights, like approaches and descents. I want to go on the flights rather than cropping screenshots. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
FedEx 791, a heavy, go ahead, sir.
FedEx 791 is ready for descent.
Alright, so in terms of our approach, approaching into Dallas, I'm expecting the YNE4 approach 136 right. There's no seat on Dallas at the moment, but we get that later on. So upon the arrival, as I'm expecting, I can always change it later on when we do get to that bit of flight. So 36 right, and the ILS, YNE4.
FedEx 791, a heavy for your information, descend and maintain 16,000, altimeter 3026.
Insert that, go to flight plan, and then clearly discontinuities and any issues that Microsoft Flight Sim are known for. So nice approaching Hells, and then from Hells, cleared a bit of the manual points and get rid of discontinuity, and then pretty much just kind of link two together. The approach. Perfect. So Hells to 22, that's basin, and then one runway 36 right. So that's flight plan completed. I'm happy with that. Back to arc mode. Zoom it on the MD. Let's continue with our flights. About an hour or so to expected arrival. Estimated flight time about an hour of flight time today. Diffuse ETA landing at 22:42 Zulu. So 54 minutes flight time today. 54 minutes. So nice short little flights. And hopefully just keep being a little bit busy tonight with the added ATC. The clouds slowly starting to clear up as well, so probably cloud cover throughout the entirety of this flight. Some clouds behind us today have been really good today. How should I upload FlyByWire A320neo? Use the FlyByWire launcher. Sean, use the FlyByWire launcher. Free to download, drop into it in chat.
Stand by 2 minutes, controller change in progress.
So download off the FlyByWire website here. It just updates the cockpit. It updates lots. It updates the cockpit. It gives you what passenger window views, better systems, better FMS, better navigation system as well. You've got your EFB tablet through FlyPad. It's a very intuitive aircraft. This worth a download, worth a look if you want a Morrissey 320 in flight sim. By the way, you find that per window using. Oh, glad to hear that, Marco. Glad you had no idea helpful. Very good. In-flight flight from in-flight Australia. Welcome from QFA 3, Qantas 3, Sydney to Honolulu. Very nice, dude. Good luck flight that. Good luck with it. Good luck. Did that flight recently with Hawaiian during the New Year's thing I did every year. How many passengers today? 156, I believe. Passenger count today is 151 on board. 151. We'll go through the list. Let's have a look who's on board today, who's on our aircraft. Any names we recognise, give us a shout and have a look at the stats. Good answers no from me. It's quite similar to last I know. Very similar. Not quite.
FedEx 791 heavy, for your information, you can expect vectors for ILS runway 11, approach runway 11.
Imagine we had a Louis Armstrong, fat Louis Armstrong airport, that would have been a little coincidence too. Nobody I recognise really. A few close calls, but nothing that stands out today for me. 320neo, relatively full aircraft. 3 FTC stops around the aircraft today. For the most part, should be a pretty smooth and straightforward flight. Are you the right? So you're the 76 Delta, are you there, TKC? I presume then it's so you appear as an A330 out of the sheer sake of the metal one matching rather than anything else. How did you find the Cat 77? Is it a good model? Not good? How did you find it, dude? Interested in a first-hand account on the aeroplane? I've of course boycotting Cats and Sim, thanks to their Sean 787. Sorry, 777. That was shambolic in my opinion.
57 Mike November, holding point Charlie, runway 36 left, ready for departure.
Right, passing through 30,000 feet, level 300, very nearly at our cruise, 36,000 tonight.
Last station calling, say again.
The Southwest 57 Mike November at Austin, we're ready for departure, runway 365.
Understand.
Yeah, so 767 shares the same cockpit as the 777, which uses 747 systems. So that's yeah, that 767 is a bit of a cocktail of basically every single Boeing that's ever existed ever. 76 model with 777 cockpit and passenger cabin, and 747 systems on board.
Southwest 57 November,
I'm
the Austin wind
definitely a fan
020
of
at 11 knots, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff.
So departure, made left hand turn, passenger place, heads into the northeast, sorry, northwest, crossing back on Rouge, continuing on across Louisiana over towards Dallas, Texas. So Louisiana and Texas pretty much got full ATC coverage today, and hopefully we will get ourselves some ATC on the arrival today as well. So if I look at the quick flight plan, some reason they appear on the map, but they're definitely online. Louis doesn't set. Sorry, which road are we on? Yeah, definitely online. We're hearing them talking. But, so we have got Dallas approach online as well, so be sure to speak to them. Regional approach. There they are, and then some set later on. So a good bit of coverage on the ATC side of things today. Should coverage for the good rest of the flights. If you scratch on Volanta popping up, show us that flight plan yet, so we add that to the sim. And the arrival, so the alternative airport today is India Alpha Hotel. Alternative is George Bush Intercontinental. Diversion at Houston, I must admit. A diversion that can't make it into Dallas. So if you have screenshots around us, let's see how we look. So we've got one aircraft, shortest one just to the east of the airport, obviously not there anymore. And then our screenshots, got one over here. Got United in the rain, very good. I want to say P3D, not bad screenshot that. Not bad bit of lighting, fair play to them. Anything else nearby? Got one up in Indiana. Got an American. Ooh, that's good. So that's an American. A. It's not A310, is it? No, it's a. Oh, don't say that. Just the orange. These Jets and pilots in the odd chat. What is that? It's
6000, FedEx 791 Heavy.
FedEx 791 Heavy, contact New Orleans,
sure,
approach
125.5.
125.5.
125.5, yeah.
Yeah,
American
it's 2210.
2257, fly direct to Peanuts.
Fly direct to Peanuts for American 2257. Is that 300 or 310? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm just dumb today. My mind is all over the place. Right, direct to Peanuts.
Southwest 57 Mike November, passing in 4045.
Times and snacks. Not my job, Speedbird. That's the cabin crew. So main difference between PACX and I guess self-loading cargo SLC is that PACX is more minimalistic in what you can do with it. AKA the let me turn my shadows off as well. Those shadows are really annoying me. So the cabin crew are all automatic in the
Southwest 57 November, correction, Southwest 57 Mike November, radar contact, turn right heading 090, climb and maintain 16,000.
Heading 090 and climb and maintain 16,000, Southwest 57 Mike November.
As well. Any better? The answer is probably not really. No, well, slightly better, but not really much. Yeah, so the difference SLC and PAX is that PAX is just kind of the pilot's point of view. Yes, there's a cabin, yes, there's a cabin crew in the back, but the only interaction you have with the cabin is through the comms. So for example, I can request a snack for myself. So if I go for the flight attendant request of a snack.
Hey, what are the odds you guys could bring us a snack, please?
So you can hear the co-pilot ask for a snack, or same for the restroom. So let's go back to the flight attendant request. Let's say restroom.
Hey, can we get an extended to the cockpit for a restroom break?
So
Southwest 57, Mike November.
my interaction is solely pilot to cabin crew. Passengers, not my problem, not my job. SLC Centre Cargo, that's the one that's focuses on the kind of passenger service. So you do the control, you do the cabin, you do the briefing, you do the meal service, that kind of stuff. With PACX, it's more minimalistic. It's not my job, not my problem. So the snacks, Speedbird, that's out for the cabin crew to deal with later. EasyJet bought a lot of Monarch planes. Yes, I believe Monarch did pick up a. Sorry, right, EasyJet did pick up a couple of Monarch airplanes off the M1 bus a couple of years ago. That was what, 2018, 2019 now? Years and years ago now. Drawyah, you bought the Max a month ago. Ouch. Then PMD released the 7700. You wish you did not buy the Max. There's a delivery glitch. Oh yeah, so the 77 Max is by Brylock is an absolute mess. TKC, there is problem after problem. I'm afraid Captain Simmons, Brylock 3D are the worst two developers for pair of pilots in flight at the moment, and unfortunately bought both of them. Yeah. Stop spending money, dude.
Stand by 2 minutes.
Stop spending your money. Right, so there's a control change taking over in the SS right now. It's fine. We're up at cruise. So far, so good in my point of view. We are at cruise. There we go. So getting snacks and meal services in the cabin now. So if we go over to the cabin, you see the cabin crew actually go through the aeroplane. So there. So we've got one at the galley at the front there, and the trolley. Second cabin crew member goes to the aircraft, presumably the second one. They'll meet at the front and go row by row to every single passenger in the aeroplane. Or one goes to front, one goes to the back. They can go row by row back to fourth, into the middle. So cabin crew one, row by row, passengers, go to the rear. And yeah, so this one here will now go to the front and supports the cabin crew member at the front. So it's a nice little extra, this cabin map they added on PAX. The PAX cabin was never original, but a lot of people requested them to add it because, of course, Centre Cargo had it. And in my opinion, this is a lot better, a lot smoother than the SLC cabin now as well. I like it a lot. PACX I really, really do like. One of the better add-ons out there.
And Houston Center back up.
Not recommend it highly enough. Ah, there we go. Right, so yeah, so we've got Houston Centre on right now. Also we've got an aircraft just on the right side there. Who's this? Private slots. 772 Heavy. Also heading to Dallas Fort Worth. Altitude is 32,000 right now. They're still climbing. But they should potentially be visible.
2357, Buckmo Charlie.
To our right. Have a look, have a look. So they're kind of just behind us. Ooh, fire those engine. Whoops, lazy.
United 2357, roger, understand you're declaring an emergency. Stay in tension.
Where are they? So this TCAS menu on IVAO, they're about 5 miles behind to our right. Potentially they're just too low. And therefore more like
2357, roger. You also have Kilo Bravo Mike Tango 5 miles to 12 o'clock.
Neck and neck, TKC. Can you see me on your end? Because like I say, for me, I think you're just a little bit too low for your aircraft to be visible at the moment. Hopefully though, with both New Houston Centre and Fort Worth Centre both online. So that's a bit of a... welcome approach today. Should hopefully go to plan quite nicely. So I'm quite busy yet. In fact, it's getting quite busy at times from your user as well. Slowly going up. Got 6 outbound, 5 inbound. Aircraft arriving around 10 PM. So that's when it gets really, really busy, I guess. Peak time at New Orleans. Next couple of minutes. The outbounds also slowly on the way out. Myself and Skies to Fort Lauderdale. Oh, Skies to Fort Lauderdale. Just next door to us as well.
977 Mike Fox, try to prove this request to descend and maintain 8,000.
So it is a bit of traffic today. So you're American 1768, are you, Danny? American 1678. You are. Where are you, American? American 1768. What's the did? I can't actually find you. AL 17. There's American 1123. JFK to Gustavo Diaz. Right, dude. I can't actually see you, Danny. Make sure on the you have our network for you to be visible on my end. As you spotted the competitive sim jetliner racing, try and get the best gate from time to time. I mean, I'd watch that, Javen. I'd absolutely watch the heck out of that. I mean, even for sceneries like this, I mean, okay, the top cloud's not so great, but the rest of it, beautiful. Yes, please.
November 9 or 77 Mike Foxtrot, the winds are 020 at 9 knots. Can you accept RNAV runway 30 approach?
It's pretty funny that yes. So in terms of our weather, last week we put a sheet out. It's 7 miles visibility with rain reported 3,600, overcast 3,100. So yeah, the approach weather not looking too good at the moment, but we'll see how that changes as we start our approach soon. Another 240 miles to go. So flight time to go. Plenty of time this time. No post-press on this aircraft, on this Zinaldo. This is all native flight sim. The only thing I'm doing right now is increasing the brightness slightly through OBS. So this is this is natural colour. This is slightly brighter, but it's only a minor change. The clouds will default, but they do look absolutely sublime. Absolutely sublime. Yes, Kenzie, of course you can control a flight sim. If anything, it's recommended you controller over keyboard. Yes, you can use controller for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right, so since flight progress, we are...
All stations, some Aurora trouble, stand by another 2 minutes. Controller change in progress. 2 minutes.
And yeah, I think they're having issues with Aurora at the moment, the US guys. Also the engine flight sim, the train sim. I mean, the engine would be pretty good. Don't get me wrong there, Joe. The engine for this would be fantastic. Don't know how they implement it on the train side of things. It'd be very technically stretched, I guess, but it's not impossible. Not impossible. But yeah, these clouds, this scenery, could not ask much better today. Could not ask much better. Absolutely beautiful out. Do I have experience with PMD projects? Yes, Crazy. I used the PMDG 1037 NGX, used the NG3, I bought the PMDG G6 Cloudmaster for Microsoft Flight Sim 2. PMD products I absolutely adore. They've not always been the cheapest add-on in the world, but their level of detail and quality have always been high, so I've got a lot of faith in them to release decent products for
November
Flight Sim
977
737. Very excited for. No, can't see people on Volanta, Danny, only people on the IVAO network. Planning arrival, sent, where do you go to, but where?
November 977, my posture, continue as file, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
So,
actually 8,500.
connect right. So, connect
November 977, my posture, say again.
Temperature is 3 centigrades, dew point 0. Winds are reporting 350 knots.
November 977, my posture.
Transit altitude in US 18,000. And barometer, runway 36 right. It's going to be charts list, approach charts, 36 right. In that interclass slope, that's 2,000, sorry, not that one, sorry. Localized approach, nope, we'll use ILS approach to the sake of low visibility. Decision height 781. That's that. Left standing, that is good to go. As for our top descents. So yeah, there is a % indicator on the map on the experience version, but that is broken, not recommended to use it. So what we'll do is we'll set our altitude synced. We need to be at 4,000 by Slowco. So 4,000, 100 miles. What we'll do is input a...
November 977, my posture for your information, expect approach runway 30.
Slowco. Radius 100.
Again, I'm having a Yankee flight plan, so my eyes are...
And as soon as we hit that
at Lake Charles,
circle,
so
about 100 miles, that's 4,000%. Hatchment info swales. If you go to your MCG menu at AOC,
November 977, my posture,
what we need to do is put in a weather request and send it.
VFR
you'll receive messages,
or
go
you
to
want to continue
and then
with
just print out
with
meter.
2 Kilo Bravo Papa Tango.
As for the approach as well, start, we're on the... where is it? The Wine approach, was it? Winey. Winey 4 on approach, input that. And we're coming in from Peanuts. So this is how far I'm right now. Just yet, approach Peanuts. So we're going to get ourselves onto the map. It's your birthday in a week. Let's hope you get Microsoft Flight Sim 20. It's got stuff in FSX. Well, good luck with it, Danish Noob. Hopefully you get your hands on the sim. Let's grab our ground charts. It's a big old airports here at Fort Worth, so here's to make sure we've got both this sets and hopefully our parking some coordinates for... Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait until we get stand given to us before we go through the coordinates, because this airport is massive. Yes, and there's that then. So we're en route. So far so good. We have just hit the halfway point. In fact, just gone over halfway points. Good our progress so far. Make 110, 10 to slow down. after that. So back to the fix. Let's locate at 110. Yeah, it's about so yeah, barometer for manual landing, radio for auto land. I don't think he's not land today. The weather's low visibility at 7 miles, but it's not terrible for today. Yeah, I'll leave on the barometer for now, but I'll bear that in mind. So radio for manual, sorry, baro for manual, radio for auto land. Sorry, sniffed a bit today. Right, so far so good. Start space. So we're selecting the YNE4 approach today. YNE4. We put into the aircraft YNE4 sets. I must admit, I've noted the waypoints ain't quite appearing on the swamp. 108 miles to get to Berry. Be at 145 at that point. Berry is going to where the first turn starts to happen. Other than that, not too bad. Glad you enjoyed the spin onto video, KFJ. Glad you found it helpful. Wasn't the best tutorial in the world, could have done better, but a lot of people seem to find it helpful, so that's the main goal of it. I managed to make use of it, dude. Always push it homewards. Yes, YNE4 via the Peanuts transition, so actually already at Peanuts waypoints. Go to approach charts. Yeah, so that's that chart boundary, incorrect. Already past Peanuts. Let's get 290 for Hawko, Pop C 290, down to 20. YNE 12,000, sorry, Berry between 16 and 13, YNE 12. Howdy between 12 and 11 of our approach given through that. So where is Berry points? So past Peanuts. I'm expecting is clues. Hawko, Popsy into YNE. What I've actually got is just Berry straight to YNE. So yeah, sorry, Berry into YNE, that makes sense. So what we actually will do, we'll add clues. We'll add clues to Hawko and just Popsy to the and as well. So Peanuts, next waypoint is clues. From clues, Hawko, to Popsy, and then YNE, perfect. So buried in one, that's fine.
Houston Center radio check.
10 to 505. So clues we need to be at. So yeah, clues essentially our top of descent. It's on the marker there. Hawko 290, that'll be our first kind of checkpoint.
America 2257, looks like we're having some trouble getting the sensor frequency to switch. You can contact Fort Worth Center now, 135.75. Yep.
Contact Fort Worth Centre on 135.75 for American 2057. Thank you very much, take care, bye. Right, 135.75. Second on the waypoint, Swales. It's a fix you can set. So you go to fix info, input a reference, input a radius, make sure it's a circle around any waypoint you input. In my case, it's Slowcoat. So it's just fix info. Now for 40 minutes, ETA approximately 23 to touchdown, which is crow flies, probably a little bit more for the rest of the flights. 30 to expected arrival as per the flight plan, 2242 Zulu, will be 23 minutes, yeah, we're about 7 minutes ahead of schedule at this time, 27 ahead of schedule. Sorry, 7 ahead of schedule. Oh, yeah, sorry, listen, hello. Hello there. Fort Worth Centre, this is American 227 at level 360.
American 2257, Fort Worth Centre, radar contact button 360. Continue on the binding 4 arrival Phoenix transition, descend this start. Expect ILS runway 35 centre.
American 227, go down the wind for arrival and descend by the start, expecting runway 35 centre. Change the runway then for us. Boy, don't remember the hassle of changing all of this. Yeah, we have to anyway, so reset that. 35 centre. Another 1 foot. You haven't reached clues yet, no, you haven't, so put it manually. So 1 foot, insert that. Clues, walk out. I don't know, so they're ready for us, that's fine. So we're just going to discontinuity. Clear that, should be good to go. Not allowed. Let's clear the manual, then clear the discontinuity. There you have it. Should then switch. There we go, operation completed. So if we give permission to send down the start, it's no problem for us. How do you know what descent rate of feet per minute is? So generally the FMS will calculate that for you through and then send you via the VNAV red thread. Otherwise, if you're flying instead of default 320, the rule of thumb is your flight level times 3 divided by 10. So, and then you'll send about 2,000 feet per minute at 250 knots. That's kind of a roundabout sum I've at least used in my own spec. But yeah, it depends on the approach, depends on where you're coming in from. There's a few different factors that we'll put into play when it comes to your feet per minute and your airspeed. But in past, when I stuck with the default A320, it was 250 knots at 2,000 feet per minute. And by the calculation, your flight level times 3 divided by 10, and that was your miles. Puts up to your descents. What skyscraper is just that's for what? It's in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so good rule of thumb is high for ground speed with a 0 at the end. So ground speed is 400 knots, 2000 knots. Ah, okay, there you go. Yeah, best ask the professionals, not me. So we'll start off with the altitude of 4,000. Very shortly cross the line into essentially our top descents. Go, hit the line, start our descent, so 4,000 feet we go to initially, and then we insert the glide slope at 2,300. Southside descent, aircraft so far looking so good. Don't set the waypoints. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm looking at the support in the chat. Sorry, yeah, you carry on, dude. Again, appreciate you popping down the chat, Sim Pilots. Always appreciate you popping down. As ever, whenever you're in the chat, flying seems to get a whole lot better. Just ignore my 77 lands from yesterday. Those don't exist. I always appreciate you popping down, dude. Always appreciated. Right, so passing through level 300, 30,000 feet. It does look the aircraft is managing our altitude descent as well. So it'll be interesting to see when we get to the berry points. Will we be at 14,500? That, if it works, then fair play. So you can see the constant. There you go. So start our descent now. The waypoints have appeared as well as the altitude constraints, so we'll be able to follow our descent path down based on that. It'll be interesting to see if it works. Like I say, FlyByWire have done a lot of work with its their aircraft VNAV implementation. They've worked alongside the CJ4 working title people for that. So the CJ4 people, they've had a lot of help from them, and it does hopefully get a whole lot better. So line select key 1. So you want this, so basically select the very first. So select your top waypoint. So the line select key 1, top left key here. Press that. Go to fix info. input your waypoint. In my case, Slowco is the intercept for the glide slope. So if I show it on here, Slowco 4000 needs to be at. So I put Slowco as the reference, and then put a radius, which is a circle. In this case, our descent was about 100 miles. Add 10 for the speed slowdown, 110. Press select. Sorry, no need to press. Just go straight back to flight plan. And what I'll do is we'll add the circle around your waypoint. It's Slowco. So yeah, line selects 1. Fix info. Reference, radius, back. Have you ever passed over East Texas yet? I'd presume so, given that we're in East Texas, across the border of Louisiana, just outside of St. into Dallas. The screen just bad. Everything's bad. Yeah, I do really like the Volanta screen implementation. In fact, they can actually see other people's images as well. So it's just a window into other people's platforms. Look at this Frontier. Yeah, Frontier touched by the green livery there as well as the wing. Oh, image there from WordPress. Very nice. That's nice. Austin 747. Very good. That's alright again. So the 74 Delta. I'm popping 74 today, I must say. A few of them popping up. A bit washed out for my liking. Good image. Too washed out. Also, the clouds again looking absolutely fantastic on sense. It's just a shame that it's at the same time there's some really restricted visibility on the approach today. See how things go. We need to switch over to Autoland. So Cat 3 with runway at Dallas. Do enjoy that long haul, Marco. Very good routes. Thank you, Jimmy. Yes, 2 monitors red. I've got 2 monitors, a 4K main monitor and a 1080p secondary monitor. 4K shows the sim, 1080p does the rest. Here you go, so now with an IMSAR descent rate at the moment. So pass through POPC at 19600, which, into our approach chart, 24, POPC, between 230 and 200, so the aircraft is going to take that into account. And therefore, due to descent rates, we're at Winey, we get 260 knots at 12,000 feet. There you go, so we're already at 270 knots. The aircraft is getting better to fly by, really. Almost at a point now I can actually trust this thing in a full VNAV. For so long, Microsoft Flight is that sim where it feels alright, looks alright, but when you're flying and sending, oh boy, get ready for a roller coaster. But this, pop buttons fixes page, and that'll give you, if you have the G8, so you'll be headed. Ah, okay, I'll that's to the east. This is the experimental version of the FlyByWire archive. This is experimental, sorry, just the altimeter to 10. Question 3, 2, 3, 0, where are you? 3034. Okay, so where am I putting, sorry, Sim Pilots? Alright, so I'm putting boss seat. If we fly the Cowboy Stadium, Manny, we may fly over it. Just don't have much of a view of it because the clouds and fog are pretty strong at the moment. 16,000.
American 2257, leave Bury heading to 90 and after Bury send 8,000 feet. Altimeter of Dallas is 3034.
Leave Barrier heading 290 and send to 8,000 feet, altimeter 3034, American 27. So 8,000 feet, and that's Barry. Heading of 290. So we have vectors instead, like these things. Okay, that's no problem for me. Let's approach into 35 center. My guess maybe links to the, well, just got quite a few aircrafts. Got one departure out shortly. Dallas heading towards Miami. And this airplane, ooh, that's an interesting route there. Oh, so yeah, just the fixed info. Okay, right, so direct, oh, sorry, flight plan, line 1, fixed info, and just stick in a boss seat. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right, and then, yeah, as it's listed there. There you go. So, I knew I was in the right place, but I didn't quite know what I was doing with it, so yeah, I think it's boss seat, it's all good to go. Thank you, dude. Have that landing rate monitor installed. I don't have landing rate monitor. I am using FlyLive Studio's landing rates top screen there, so you'll be able to see landing rates on screen when I do land. Make sure you're on the experimental version of FlyByWire Swales. Make sure you're on the experimental version. No experimental, I'm afraid. No fancy FMS. Well, fancy FMS and dev version, but not as good as this one. Have certainly changed in the last few minutes.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
Right, so leaving it heading 290, and that's 8,000 feet. So flying the US, Sean, you'll use inches, which is a mercury. If you're anywhere else in the world, hectopascals. So hectopascals for the entire world apart from America, which use inches of mercury for altimeter. It's pretty much the only rule of thumb. America, inches, anywhere else, hectopascals. 10,000 feet, and lights come on. So I'm guessing at the moment, well, I've locked my sim to 30 FPS for the sake of streaming. If I turn off the FPS limiter, I'd get about 45 FPS. As for the exact resolution I'm using, I am 3840 by 2159. 3840 by 2159. Yes, Virginia, this is live. I hope it's live. How are you all doing today? controversial, but the UK should switch to kilometers per hour. I'm alright. Oh, sorry, for speed roads and stuff. I mean, to be fair, I'm half Polish, so I can handle both miles and kilometers without too many problems. Yeah, so we're just behind us, TKC. Try to spot your landing on our own end on the ground. Right, level off at 8,000. Speed will reduce down to 240 knots. So we'll maintain our speed throughout the entirety of the approach. Altitude, that's something I'll be doing myself. So we'll leave it at 8,000 until Tower give us further descent instructions. Which, to be fair, not much left for us to go at this point. Nearly there. If you gain METAR information, Sean, it should automatically convert it for you between hectopascals and inches. So here's my METAR right now. You can see it's already showing the altimeter as 3026 and 3034. If I added, say, ATSU AOC, I know, let's add Heathrow to it, so weather request, Echo Golf and Lima. So that's the list and send it. Message to receive. So receive messages, so you can see for Fort Worth, altimeter 3034, for Heathrow, QNH 1026. So automatically converts it depending on where you are at. Again, that weather looking very good for us. 340 knots. Better visibility, up to 8 from 7 miles, I guess. Feed flat 1000, broken at 2.4, overcast at 3, centigrade 3, 2.1. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be. Actually, I think there's no more rain being reported as well. The rain has stopped. Temperature in Fahrenheit is at 37, and that for the landing. Hoping soon. Yeah, well, we've got a little while to go actually until we descent further. I've got 25 miles until we intersect the flight slope. Activates the landing systems. We'll start connecting to the localizer. Welcome, SimBrief. How you doing? Welcome channel. Welcome to chat. How dude? How are you doing? Slightly changed in the last second.
7, send 5,000.
Send 5,000, American 2257. That's 5,000. That's about 1,600 last time. That will do as well. I'm alright, Diego. I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing yourself? Welcome channel, welcome chats. It's a good time right now. Starts our descent, and very shortly. Battery replay up and running. Ready to open our replay. We're on a short final. If it is increasing slightly, I may need to use the spoilers just to stop us from going too well. It's managing descent alright, speed. It's stable itself is about 240 knots. Yeah, the aircraft recognises this. Up to 250 if need be. Ooh, rain has started. Flight time about an hour and 20 minutes, pizza. An hour and 20. No need to copy and paste Wales. If anything, that wants me to talk to you less after the stream. System spoilers into play. Spoilers off. 5,000. You are right. Space temperature is 2 degrees on the ground as reported. Yeah, go on, the anti-ice on. For 737, stick the engine on continuous mode as well. Keep the engine running. Airbus. Now the engines work. It's a bit of backlighting as well onto the aircraft. A bit of integrated lighting across the sets. Just get some brightness going, more visibility and clarity in the controls.
American 2257, you are 13 miles from base, fly heading 340, maintain 3000 until established, cleared LS runway 35 center bridge.
American 257 is 13 miles off of the approach, so turn right heading 340 descends to maintain 3000 feet until established, cleared light versus localizer 35 center. 340. Drop down to 3000 feet. Also knock on the DSO as well. Seems to be at 3,000 for Daisy. 2,000's drop in about 7 miles. So that's what the approach phase. Stick spoilers out. Slow our aeroplane down. Leaving the heat off as automatic. Okay, thank you very much. To be fair, I probably guessed that by the big automatic label sitting next to it. So yeah, we're both localized, that's fine. Kill the spoilers. The aircraft there, moving to 10%. So kill the zone rate a little bit as well, once entry feet permits. Green dot, okay, good. Localizer sets. Oh, that's going across now.
2,500.
Level 3,000 at this point. What I'm going to be doing is bleeding off its speed. American 257 is establishing the localizer.
American 2257, the wind is 340 at 10, runway 35 center, clear to land.
Clear to land, 35 center, American 257. Swan. Is it from 10,000? Okay, with that in mind. It's, well, if you do it at 10,000, I trust you as a 320 pilot, do it at 10,000. I've only learned that kind of when you need to really decent out in the final few moments, but it makes sense to do it early. And use the green dot as a reference for the flaps to also to get rough slow down. That's 2. Approach mode activates. Dual channel Autopilots. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Right, so that's the cabin. Get it down. Brakes to medium. Spoilers armed. 3. That's 4. Thank you, Curtis. Glad you're on the watch. Not available just yet. Weather on side tonight. Right, stick on the hand cam. Moving into land. Runways and sights. Right, passing for 1,000.
1,000.
1,000. So steady winds, well, it's variable winds at 5 knots, correction 8 knots steady. Disconnect. Control.
500. 400. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
And continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Little throttles.
5.
Reverse is set. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 reverses cuts. Release the brakes. Exit runway left.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Texas. The local time is 4:50 p.m. and it's currently about 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
American 2257, welcome to Dallas, indicate max to the left. Then join Echo Lima to the left, hold short, runway 35 left.
American 257 vacates to the left, down Echo Lima, hold short, 35 left. Right, quick switch over to the ground charts, and figure out where we are. Echo Lima is just in front of us, that's looking good. APU on, taxi lights set, landing lights off, don't need to retract them, but retract them anyway. And left on to Echo Lima. Hit the brakes well, just don't let the aircraft go too fast off the ground. That, probably a bit too slow. Just some frost back in again. Now, if I recall correctly, Dallas Fort Worth, I believe, has the longest commercial runway in the US. These has a fact from one of the old aviation shows I used to watch back in the day. Dallas Fort Worth, one of the longest commercial runways. Certainly the US.
American 2257, sorry for the delay, I had text pilots there. You're clear to cross runway 35 left. Continue right into Lima, and then the Echo Juliet to the apron of Terminal 1, gate of your choice.
No worries, American 27, so cross runway 35 left, right onto Lima, where it's then Echo Juliet onto apron 1, standard choice, Terminal 1. Cool, cool. So yeah, that's full of scenery. This is default scenery from the WAD Updates US. So I believe this was put together by Gaia Simulations. Does look really good, this. Does look really good. The American stand over there. Let go right onto Echo Lima. Terminal 1, standard choice. In the back of my mind I've got Denver. Well, I've got Denver in the back of my mind. Well, I'm not reading the charts properly. Not too much Sinan, just landed at Dallas right now. Quite on top landing. So that was a... so landing rate of 95 feet per minute at 1G, so spot on landing that. It's Terminal 1. Standard choice. It's very far north at this point. Taxiway line as well, probably be quite helpful. Alright, so very shortly come up to Echo Juliet. That's Echo Kilo crossing now. It's Kilo 6, Echo Juliet. Juliet. Standard choice. How's your inbound, TKC? How far into your landing here? Soon enough, we'll try and get a view of that on our stream. Woo! Start up a fuel truck, and we're all dead. Well, end of stream. Sorry guys, we've all been fatally killed. Sideswiped by a fuel truck. The airplane is now burst into flames. There are bits of A320 everywhere at Dallas. Thank you, Flight Sim. I always appreciate the realism there. Standard choice. We'll just pick this one here for us, because why not? Not from the ground marks, I must admit. So hopefully we'll be landing at Jet Bridge. Kill the taxi lights. There's a shuttle train at the top there.
American 2257, thank you very much for flying to Dallas tonight and for joining our event here. Hope you have a great evening. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, and next time please don't harm our fuel trucks, please.
He's going to cheese a little bit by slewing to the sand, because that was a horrible approach. Thank you very much, American 27. Thank you. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon. Right. Right, yeah, we'll ignore that taxi there at the end. APB set. Engines off. Seatbelt signs off. Beacon lights, well. Should wait for the engine N2 to drop down to 12. I think it will be the beacon lights, but hey, I'll do it early. Yeah, fuel trucks. No trouble to accidentally run into a vehicle in this sim. Right, let's pop open the jet bridge, get that connected. Also go out to passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dallas Fort Worth. The load time right now is coming up to, I believe it's 6 PM, 5 PM. Temperature right now, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Some potential rainstorms on the way, but not looking too bad at the moment. Very shortly, we'll jet bridge up the aircraft, and we'll have you disembark through the front set of doors, where we will then bring you into the tunnel. Once again, thank you for flying American Airlines. Hope you enjoyed the trip with us today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Safe on journey, cabin crew, disassemble the cross check please. Thank you for flying with us today. Not safe. Special arrival, we landed 3 seconds behind schedule. So that, I believe PACX would actually mark it as a late flight, but we'll see how it goes. Passenger status is sparking now. In reality, bus park is a lot quicker than this. Everyone's prepared to the front of the aeroplane. Right, switch over to the external power. APU off. Next one will slowly be, well, turning aircraft around onto our next destination. So I'll finish recording the replay. Volanta is finished. We'll grab one more screenshot of the tunnel we're at it, because this is looking very, very scenic. But there's an inbound arrival as well. How far are they till landing? The answer is... I think they've just touched down, have they? Yeah, just touched down. Just touched down. Not a bad flight overall, especially given the weather conditions. We'll have a look at the replays. Don't go in it just yet, so we have got the replays from the passenger points of view. So don't go anywhere just yet if you want to see the final bit of this flight as well. So yeah, finish recording the replay. We'll end flight on PACX, menu, end flights. So American 22, is it snowing? My word, it is. American 2257, A320neo from New Orleans to Dallas Fort Worth. The flight time was an hour and 11 minutes. Plan departure 21:29. Departed a little bit late, about 10 minutes behind schedule. Plan arrival 21:49. Departed in 50 seconds. 151 passengers. Satisfaction 94%. So passengers are pretty happy overall. Can't fault that. Plan rate 95 feet per minute. Flight time 1 hour and 30 minutes. So not bad overall. Not bad. Soft landing. So friends about the airline. Recommend you at work. All positive from my end. I don't flight report in chat, so feel free to look at more detail if you wish. Kill the old hand cam. Have a look. Is this? Yeah, it's a bit nice, isn't it? Right. Well, distance from IVAO. So you have a bit of service take. Cannot fault that at all, really. And what I'll do is I'll load up the replay, and we'll have a look at that from the that landing. Sorry, from the passenger perspective. Cool. Starting off the right hand side. Short flight into the airport. Yeah, loving the whole wild environment flight sim is fantastic. You see the roads down below, cars populated. Does look very, very good. This. Pause visibility. This is about 8 miles of visibility. Yeah, look at the dev or experimental version, finished pilots. The stable, not well. It's alright to have, but not the most complete version of A320 out there. If you're looking for something a bit more hands-on, look at the dev or even the experimental version. You have a lot more fun with it. Trust me, dude. So short flying then. Love the air shadow as well. It's slowly gets close to the aircrafts. Touchdown. reverse thrust down as well. I think that's new. That sounded good. Very, very good. I'll do the same from the left-hand side as we behind the wing. Visibility not on our side today. Stop us from doing good landings, I guess. Now that was pretty much a spot on landing again. Thank you, Easy at SimPilot in the chat as well for dropping his hints and tricks in. So whenever he's in the chat, I do learn a lot. Find us get better through it. So as ever, always appreciates him. Check him out on YouTube. Worth the look. His stuff's fantastic. I should probably be more active in his chat a bit more often, to be honest. But yeah, he is a very, very good streamer. Worth the watch. Let's do a tail cam view. The sound doesn't sound so bad as well, actually. Generally I'll go 24 or 26F for TKC, 24 or 26F. They're cheap with no seats behind the wing. Compared to yesterday, this is fantastic. Yesterday was not allowed to be proud of. Today, spot on. It's just that Airbus prowess for you. Let's do the landing gear view. Runway should soon come into view. Onto the fog up front. Steady approach him. 3 hours to go. Well, good luck with that, Oscar. Do enjoy it. Vancouver to Sydney. 23 hours left. You've done most of it already. Just the latter parts of it. Some minor adjustments with the cross position there. We did know slightly to get ourselves slightly earlier to runway touchdown zone. We do know we do pass the touchdown bit, but it's not terrible. The runway does come up to meet us, slightly uphill curve, and there we go. Through uphill slope. Touchdown. Then throw off the follow mode. 6 short final. Position ourselves. Waiting for our airplane to hopefully appear in the odd fog. Where are we? There we are. Nope, that's not us. Where are we? We're sending. Where are we? Oh, well, miles away, sorry. That's not like it. No, obviously ourselves are about like 5-6 miles away from the airport at that point. Should be a lot closer now. There we go. Slowly coming to view on the cloud there. Visibility. It's getting worse actually. It progresses, that visibility is getting worse and worse. Sound absolutely beautiful. It's quiet. It's good. AC was superb today, German. AC was superb today. No complaints on my part. Always appreciate the always appreciate the XA guys. I always find someone to kind of tag on my trips, and it does help kind of make it makes the US look a lot busier in your live actuals. Appreciated. So no, as ever, dude, much appreciated. Thank you very much. AC, fantastic tonight. I'm going to drop a little bit of thank you messaging to you about chat shortly. Otherwise, yeah, that is the end of that. So that was the FlyByWire A320 XA Mentor. Flights from New Orleans, Louis Armstrong Airport to Dallas Fort Worth, American Airlines 2257. Good old flights, really happy with that overall. Can't say much more than that really. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you again IVAO XA for hosting the Mardi Gras events. Always appreciate the ATC, always appreciate you guys out there for me. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, that probably brings us to the end of the stream today. So back in tomorrow, some more flights in action. Haven't started on routes just yet, but I'll find something nice and I'll find something alright, I guess, for Sunday evening. I don't know what time I'll stream. It depends what time I finish work, but I'll start tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for taking part. Thanks to ATC. Thank you for the FlyByWire. Thank you also to EasyJets and Pilots. Your tips were fantastic today. Couldn't have done without you, dude. And yeah, back again soon, some more flight sim action. Take care, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy your weekends. Bye bye.